Okay, let's just get this started with... Oh, go away, Fraps. Hide yourself. Video sync. There we go. Now, what the hell is this? Who knows? I honestly don't. I'm just going to do a standard, really generic prop with this really bad April Fool's joke going up in the back. I am not making these noises. I mean, to be honest, I didn't realise Kubali would be such a good place for this. And yes, I do actually play Star Trek Online, and yes, I have billions and billions of volts. So, if you play around, you've probably seen one. They all follow the name something. So, a descriptor. So, yeah. Okay, that whistle's funny. I mean, these are just, compared... Why am I doing a video on this? Well, because they are so dumb. It's brilliant. This is my first time hearing them. I mean, I have... Oh, look. Amazingly, they make my Naku all chronoplasma weapons actually sound nicer. I've heard the same going for like the pulse phasers, which also had a wussy ass sound. Look at. Oh, and because this is a Star Trek video. Oh, you need to hear the noise. But as this is a Star Trek video, I might as well say my first series was Next Gen. I started about midway through the season, because that's when it was on TV, and I've watched all of them. Then I moved on, sadly, to Voyager. And it didn't put me off, thankfully, because a few years down the line, I then saw Enterprise. And you're thinking, well, then, after Enterprise, I decided I had to see the original series, more out of obligation than anything else, and it was pretty dire. The episode, when it hit hard. When just the noises. Still better noises than chronoplasmas. But when the original series hits, it hits hard. But when it misses, oh man, does it miss. It misses were dire. Like, painful. Just painfully dumb in some cases. And The Children Shall Lead, for example. Just... What? And okay, it was the 60s, they had to have been on something to write that, and we all know Roddenberry must have been on drugs at some point. There's just too much weird stuff in the original series for drugs not to have been involved. I mean, it is just... God, that's this noise! Just grabbing some more new car remarks. Oh, great. I don't... Look away now. God, these... And I would say and you're thinking, what about DS9? Why haven't you watched DS9? I did. Last year. I spent a very long time binge watching it 2 to 3 episodes at a time. About 2 episodes at a time. And I have to say, there was, apart from one particularly weak episode early on, I really enjoyed DS9. I'm just sad that I had to sit through Voyager first. Voyager, I put original series is probably above Voyager because it's got memorable episodes. Voyager kind of doesn't. Voyager's sort of... No funny cloak noise. But Voyager kind of doesn't. The good old... The... lost plot. Original series at least had memorable episodes and some things that weren't good by any means. The Alpha 117 K9, for example, that has always stuck with me. I mean, I saw that episode quite a long time ago because it was just on TV, before I even watched Next Gen, and oh, I laughed my ass off when I saw that. I still laugh my ass off when I see it because it is funny. It's just such a bad costume. It's brilliant, and it's one of the things that's really stuck with me from the series. Voyager didn't even have moments like that. The costumes look good. The makeup and costumes were good. It's just the crew was the least. There was just nothing really to them. Chakotay was just fucking boring. I mean, I actually, when I rewatched them recently, I did skip like every Chakotay-centric episode because they were just dull. Tuvok could be alright, but also had moments of extreme dullness. Kess was fucking pointless. You could have cut Kess from the story, and there would have been absolutely no real difference. Yokampa could have been cut from existence, and no one would really have cared. It's like, they were just so pointless. I mean, Voyager did pick up when Seven joined, mainly because she actually added something to the crew rather than, well, Kess, who just did nothing, who was just especially when the Doctor got his mobile emitter, Kess became even more pointless. But I'd say my middle one would be Next Gen. It's got some really good ones, it's got some pretty bad ones. Most of its pretty bad ones are contained early on though, like that diabolical clip show. I'm sure, I can't remember the episode name off by heart, but we all know it, and it's one we always skip because it's just a clip show, thankfully never ever done again. I'd probably put Enterprise second favourite. Unusual, I know, but I do like Enterprise. I'm not afraid to admit that. Transporter noise. I'm not afraid to admit that I do actually like Enterprise. But I would put DS9 above it because Enterprise had some real stinkers. Man Mama Tucker being one of them. If you don't know what I mean by Man Mama, just avoid that episode, please. It's no threshold, but it's bad. Now, as for what's the other? And then DS9 was top. Apart from that one early on episode, I didn't feel like wanting to skip any, which I did when watching Voyager. Because some of Voyagers were just dire. But so I did actually enjoy DS9 quite a lot. It's the point where if it wasn't such a marathon, I'm going to rewatch them at some point. But it's such a marathon, especially the season finale, which goes on for like 7 episodes. So it's a good amount of time out to do that. Watch that one because it goes, but it doesn't get boring. And it wraps up the story arc. Maybe that's why I like so much. Why I like Enterprise and DS9 more. They both have a narrative that sort of actually continues through the show, rather than Next Gen, where there was really just random goings on, and Voyager seemed to be every single opportunity they could take to divert from their mission of going home was taken. Oh, quick, we need to go home. Quick, let's scan this bloody anomaly we've seen 1,000,000 times. Oh no! Someone who doesn't want our help is... We're going to help someone who doesn't want our help and spend a week sitting in space helping people who don't want our help. Well done. Coffee gone to your brain there, Janeway. Anyway, this was supposed to just be a quick thing just to show off this ridiculously bad audio. I mean, here's some weapon firing. Some pew pew pews. Except it's probably better on the normal phaser. Probably better on like this Bajoran phaser pistol I carry, because I don't actually have a secondary weapon yet, because I haven't leveled this one up too much. This ult's a bit of a zombie. I resurrected her. I didn't use her all that much when I created her. And just apart from the recent revival where I revived her to get the tier 6 Daylan, which I am actually going to... Oh, I did my tier 6 Daylan. But I've revived her for that, but... That's just that. Anyway, assuming my mic hasn't killed off and all things are gone, enjoy the silly audio. Okay, I'm glad I heard that, 'cause it's silly. No, that one doesn't get it though. Nor does that one. Skinny. I'm just seeing what abilities get. Silly. That one gets you. Nah, Now this is the sound effect that the punch needs. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do this with 2 hands, so I'm gonna slap. It needs like that barn, you know, that traditional barn door slap you always hear when someone punches something. That's what it needs. Anyway, this is just a quick April Fool's Day video, which probably won't be uploaded by the time April Fool's Day, which will be uploaded just before April Fool's Day is dead in my country, which is England. So that's the end of this video. That's the end of the sound. Goodbye, and I will have more TF2 videos up as normal, but it's a brief little thing. There is going to be some weird. They're going to be pre-records. All 3 of. Well, one's going to be current, the next 2 are going to be pre-records just because of reasons. Anyway, that was just showing off the ridiculous April Fool's Day joke that they pulled this year. Last year's was the diabolical Horta thing, which was just awful. And the year before that was Rebirth, which I sadly didn't actually get to check because I didn't know how to change the servers at the time. I actually kind of wanted to see just how much Star Trek Online has progressed. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Goodbye. Postscript. I am actually making a Star Trek board game. It is mostly complete. It will be uploaded to DeviantArt as a print and play. For free, of course. I'm not going to go into legal battles of monetizing. But it will need to be beta tested first, so expect it out about the end of the month. Postscript over.